Welcome back, my kindred, to Canada by Night, a Vampire the Masquerade live play podcast. The coterie prepared to ambush the Genovese farm using the mafia's own bus. Martha sent Arwin ahead to do recon and set up scarecrows in the bus topped with severed heads. Val and Bessily hid inside, waiting to attack, and Everett and Martha followed behind by car. Their captive and bus driver, Torino, talked his way through the gate and immediately gunned it forward to take out as many mafiosos as he could. Can the coterie end the firefight quickly enough to avoid a masquerade breach? Find out now as we return to the world of darkness.
History's greatest plan is underway with rousing success.
No.
There is one gangster left alive down at the front gate. Everett, you are the fastest of your compatriots. Martha and Troy are both here engaged in this combat, but you can hear a torrent of gunfire happening up above. You're fast enough that you can choose. You could stay here and engage with this gangster, but leave Val and Bessily to deal with whatever is ahead alone. Or you could speed up to join that combat, but you'd be leaving this gangster here to deal with Martha and Troy. Or Martha and Troy to deal with this gangster in partnership.
Could I shoot at this guy and then run? Like to move?
You can shoot and run. You just won't be able to do anything when you get there.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
It puts me closer there, and then I get a better sense of what's going on. And then maybe I'm another target who is, daunting and fast, so maybe they miss. Yeah, I will take a shot at this guy. I have rapid reflexes for free.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to, from the guy that I ran up to, and shot point blank, I'd just like to, from his dead hands before he drops, take his gun and have a second gun. Like if it's a shotgun or a rifle.
Great. Yeah, he's got the shotgun because he gunned down the other guy with it. So I think this is the rare circumstance where, like, you shoot him. I think the guy you shot. Yep, you shot him. He's going down. Yeah, you can almost grab the rifle by the barrel and just, if you want the cool action hero thing, I'll give it to you.
Oh.
You kick the other end of the gun so it flies up and spins around, and you catch it in one hand as the other two guys go down.
Great.
You're facing the one still standing guy.
Let's work under the assumption that this guy had a shell in the chamber and just fire the shotgun one-handed at the last guy standing.
You're lucky because it's double-barreled, so ta-da! You open fire. Take your shot. Roll me dexterity and firearms.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
4 plus 4 is 8. Minus 2 is still 6. 6 aggravated damage to this other mafia guy that folds in half, so he is very dead.
Great. Drop that gun, hand to radio as I am speeding further into the compound. Open channel for Val and Martha and Troy to hear, just to say, main entrance is clear. I'm coming up.
You dash up and find yourself at the edge of a combat zone, at the edge of the light in this region. You're able to blur up and kind of just see what's happening in the way that other things are happening around you. Val is at the back of this bus that is plowed into this side garage to your left as you're looking forwards. You can see Val opening fire into the crowd. Bessily is amongst gangsters, tearing them apart. 3 gangsters just disappear into this garage, and another 3 are out there firing at Val. They seem terrified of everything that's happening. Val has not gone full vampire, but Bessily is innately already a monstrous supernatural creature that they are deeply disturbed by.
Yeah.
Let's find out what's happening up there, though. So Bessily is going to rouse, keeping the blood, man. These not you guys vampires are just crushing it.
Yeah, that's how that happens.
Yeah.
Okay. 4, but it becomes 2 because of a double 1. There's a crit fail here. It makes sense. She's getting pummeled by bullets in all directions. But let's see how her opponent does. This is an important question. It's a tie, so she tears into them. She's got another one pinned on the ground in a horrifying grapple, who she rolls on top of her while stabbing up with claws to specifically use a body she is trying to eviscerate as a shield against any gunfire coming her way. So she's got a victim/shield screaming on top of her like, oh, fuck! Just blood spraying everywhere. Val.
Yep. How operable is this bus? How much did we crunch the shit out of this bus? Or is it still movable?
That's a great question.
Yep.
But you're at the back of it, shooting a gun into the crowd.
Yep. All right. Well, Val's going to run to the front because if this thing is completely broken, then that sucks. But she's thinking Bessily needs cover. So I want to put the bus between Bessily and the people. If the bus is drivable, I will drive the bus between them, possibly at the other people. If the bus is not operable, I will be going out the front of the bus to try to push the bus between her and the other people.
Fantastic. You can hear the motor running over. It's not running fully normally, but let's see if you can make this bus work.
Okay.
Can you roll me I'm going to say strength, because you've got experience with big engines. You know how to move bigger vehicles, and drive.
Alrighty. Strength and drive.
What you do notice while you're up here is Torino is not present.
Great. Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby. 4 successes and 2 10s, 6 successes.
6 successes. There's only one person in this world who can make this bus drive, and it is Val fucking Miller. Val, you managed to crank this thing into reverse, shift as you need to, do some of the tricks you've known from the shittier cars you've driven and the shittier big rigs you've driven.
Yep.
And you crank this bus into reverse. As you do so, can you roll me a wits and awareness?
Yep. Is our boy Everett out there?
Well, Everett's a ways back, so.
Well, that's good. Wits and awareness is 3 successes.
3 successes. As you are looking in the one mirror that is still functional, that you reach out and turn so you can see where you are aiming this driving backwards to make sure you don't hit Bessily, you see a sports car pulling out of the other garage on the lot. You have 2 options. There is a line of 4 gangsters you think you could drive this bus into if you wanted to try to lower the intensity of gunfire dealing with Bessily. Or you could go for this sports car and prevent whoever is making a break for it from doing so.
We're having some car-on-car violence today. We don't have a car fast enough. Cherry would be fast enough to keep up with a sports car and get them if they escaped, but we're going to try to prevent that from happening now.
Fantastic. Roll me another strength and drive.
Come on, Val.
You can rouse, should you so choose, to heighten your reflexes.
Val is so chill right now. Val, like, being able to see clearly is doing Val a favor right now.
Okay.
Otherwise, honestly, Val would have been, like, next to Bessily, probably eating people. But she's like, I'm seeing things. I see in the Matrix.
She's taking the limitless pill.
It's 3 successes.
Oh, you got so lucky. With 2 successes, they cannot quite get away. So you do manage to hit the vehicle with the bus and drive it backwards into the corn where it flips over. It has not been like totally destroyed by it, but you managed to take the vehicle part of the vehicle out of the action. That's your 1 success. And that's where you're at. You've swung this out. You've managed to cause some cover as well as definitely a distraction, and you managed to hit the boss's car into the cornfield. The camera pans back down from this combat to our dear friends Martha and Troy. Everyone's dead. You have a car, and Everett blurred away. Martha, what do you do?
I think she's taking a minute just to check in with Troy, because he's pretty amped up and stressed, and like that's cool. And also after that happens, she's gonna check in with the radio, like, hey, where are we at? How is everyone doing? Troy and I are here and we're safe. Where can we help? Where do you need us?
I think Everett, you're the only one who could believably respond.
Val was like,
I didn't want to step on Val's toes if she wanted to radio anything, but yeah. Everett will say, bring the car up the main roadway. And so I need help visualizing this of like, so we had like the guard kind of booths, like, I think you called them like pillboxes, or you called them like towers?
So up top there, so when you're looking at the space in front of you, Everett, there is a large kind of square sand dirt area that's used for vehicles to go back and forth, kind of gravel. It's lit from the four kind of light units where they've got those portable self-generated power light units where they hang up and over it and kind of have the display of 16 bulbs or whatever. Those are down from kind of northeast, southeast, northwest, southwest corners down, flooding this space. When you look in front of you, you've got the garage to the west side, the garage to the east side on the far side of the square. To the left, you are seeing the kind of like what might have been a house, but has definitely been converted into a large kind of storage space warehouse feel. And to the right, that's where you had some of the like additional machinery. You are looking at Bessily on the left, kind of most of the way in, having come out the back of where the bus crashed originally. She's engaged with 4 mobsters, one of whom she's using as a human shield and currently trying to disembowel. On the right side of the space, you are seeing the bus has driven backwards and crossed diagonally and driven a sports car, like hit it with the back of the bus in a sports car that's flipped into the corn behind everything on the right. And there are 3 gangsters that are now on the other side of the bus from you. That's what you're seeing.
Okay. Troy's a pretty good shot. 4 lights, you said?
4 big banks of lights, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's not single dome, 16 bulbs.
Shit. Okay, never mind then. I'm going to have him shoot him out, but no, that won't work. Martha, pile back into the car with Troy and drive up here to meet me.
You got it, boss.
Troy's already beside you with the car. He was going to go up without you if the conversation went much longer. Hey, let's do this.
Yay.
Martha, come on, get in the car.
Here I come, bestie.
Martha and Troy in the car, and he fucking floors it. Fishtails for a moment, and then speeds as fast as a shitty beater car you found on a farm can speed.
Yep.
They are racing up towards this top of the battlefield as they crest the ridge where you are, Everett. Not quite doing a San Francisco air leap to then land, but a little bit of it. If you've got any advice for Troy, now is the time because it doesn't look like he's slowing down.
No, yeah, it's going to be a hang back, Troy. We're going in front of you.
Might be too late.
Well,
we'll see what Troy can do.
Yeah.
Because he hurtled over. I'll see if he's got some drive.
Yeah.
He's driven lift.
He does.
Oh no, that's a -1 on the drive. So he's hurtling forwards. He is going to, on his way to probably crashing, he's going to see if he can hit some people on the way.
Yes, Troy.
So that is a solid 3 successes for him. There are 2 gangsters in his path. One of them will fail and get hit by the car.
Yes.
And the other will tie his score, so also be hit by the car. So he kills one of the gangsters standing next to Bessily, bringing the total on that side down to 3. And he wings another one who has bounced up and over the car, and because they were hit by a car, will not be able to fire any of their weapons this turn. They are also heartily injured but still fighting, and his car races into the garage at the back and he hits the wall. Can I get a strength in athletics or dexterity in athletics? It's like, do you brace yourself to crash, or do you like do up your seatbelt and try to stay loose and play the swing as you can?
She's just hoping for the best. Okay. It's a dexterity, but 2 successes.
Hey, that's great. Okay, you will only take 1 point of superficial damage from the crash.
God bless. Okay.
All right. Troy has done his best, crashed a car, but killed someone. Martha, what are you doing as you find yourself staggering out of this vehicle?
I'm like, Troy, honestly, that was amazing. Did you plan that?
No. And that's when gunfire starts bouncing in around you. Okay, so there are going to be shots taken at your vehicle, which, due to the cover situation, can you roll me a dexterity and athletics?
Yes.
It will be at +1 to your pool because you're in the garage, you're next to a crash car, you have a lot of cover available to you from the angle they are firing at.
And if I have 3 hunger,
then every dice is hunger.
Come on, she's hungry. 2 successes.
Okay. So the first one will miss because it did not get enough successes. The second one will get 2 successes, which means it will just hit. It would be +2 damage for the gun. It will be -1 for that. So you take 1 more point of superficial damage as you are winged by a round bouncing off the car and catching you at an oblique angle. So it's slowed down, not a huge amount of damage, but you still take a hit. And the guy trying to survive being disemboweled. He does okay. He's not quite dead, which is probably worse for him than the other option. The other guy, the other two have fired. The other three fire into the bus, but don't know what's going on. Let's see what happens with our friends who got flipped into fucking corn. Truly the darkness in the corn, even from outside the corn.
That's true.
You thrust them into the
Put
darkness of
them
the corn.
back into the darkness of the corn.
2. Okay, one of them's fine. 3. 2. The roll that matters. Come on, big guy. Okay, one of them died in the car flip and the crash, and
like that.
everyone else was injured, including Nicholas Genovese. So they are staggering out of the vehicle into the corn and trying to figure out what the fuck to do, but they're not actively doing anything intelligent at this point. What a weird fucking combat.
Yay, we love it.
And we come back around to Everett. You're seeing all of this happen.
Yeah.
There are 3 mafioso, one who has been hit by a car, one who is up and standing, and another who is being disemboweled while being used as a human shield by Bessily on the left. You know there are 3 mafiosos that you saw behind this bus that Val just drove into this vehicle. And over in the corn, you can see 2 of these kind of brute mafiosos and the person that looks you would assume to be Nicholas Genovese because he's in full New York mob regalia.
Okay.
They're all injured getting out of that car that had been flipped.
Okay. Closer threats to Bessily, the one that's standing.
Yep.
I'll open fire on that one.
Great. Dexterity and firearms.
We're just using the revolver. 1, 2, 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay.
Yeah.
That will be... beefs it. So tell me how this guy dies. What are the shots that are taken and how does he get hit?
I think this is Everett at his, not at his most focused, but just really trying to just efficiently and quickly take pieces off the board here. So this is just a vampire sensory assisted headshot. Like training says central mass, the beast says you can do this in 1. And he goes for the head.
Fabulous. Head explodes. Mission confirmed.
Yeah. And he will move up to Bessily.
Great. Do you want to get physically involved in giving her advantage on her roll where you're not necessarily fully fighting the person, but just like you lay hands on the suspect while somebody else is dealing with them?
Yeah. Just to get her free and clear as quickly as possible. She has done a tremendous job tonight. I want her out of here and safe. So, yeah.
Fabulous.
Send her on her way.
That works for me. Val, you have driven this bus so far.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Who's left on this bus side that's still standing?
From where you are driving, if you're looking out the front window, you can see Everett and Bessily involved with one gangster. The other is getting up from where he was hit by the car. Directly in front of you, back where you had crashed, Troy has now crashed. And you can see Martha having staggered out of the vehicle. To your right are the 3 mafiosos that you had like cut off with the physical bus. So they've been shooting at the side of the bus, but it's not driver's side and they haven't got to you yet. So you're okay there. And then at the back of the bus is where you had hit that car that had flipped over. You've seen 3 figures get out of it. One of them appears to be Nicholas Genovese.
Great. I'm dealing with still taking care of these last people. So Val is moving in the bus, moving towards a window, shocking out the window at one of those 3 guys, then back down under cover.
Fabulous. Open fire for me.
Yep.
Dexterity and firearms. If you get any successes, you're going to have a dead guy. I'll tell you from my roll of absolutely nothing.
Oh, all successes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
5 successes plus 4 for like 9 damage. That's a grotesque amount of damage. I'm going to say you get 2 of them firing out the window. It feels well earned.
Thank you.
2 of these mafiosos go down. There is 1 left that is still standing. He's going to book it towards the vehicle group. So they will be 3 injured and Nicholas, who's also injured. They're having a great time. This is a great night for the mob. Over on the other side, Bessily with the help. She can't help herself. She's going to rouse. She keeps the blood. God damn it. There's nothing stopping
Damn
this
it,
fucking
Bessily.
vampire.
Energizer gangrel there. Holy shit.
7 successes
Cool.
versus 3. So she manages to do 4 plus the supernatural weapons. She manages to kill the guy she's dealing with. And I'm going to say between her and you, Everett, it's like she rips through this one by digging in to launch herself into the air and spin in the air and land on the other guy who had been hit by a car. Just staggers to his feet, goes back down, and it's just terrifying, X2 and X23 just shivving with hand claws in and out of the body as blood sprays, and that guy also goes down. Martha, you're staggering out of this garage. You can see one mafioso firing at the bus that Val is sheltering within. Mm-hmm. I don't think from where you are you can even see the downed group behind the bus. So you're just seeing this guy.
I don't think so either. So Martha knows that Troy is a way better shot than she is. Mm-hmm. And so it's in her best interest and Val's best interest for her to cover Troy and be like, shoot him. She doesn't talk like that. But
shoot him, bestie.
Yeah, exactly. Bestie, get him. We
Slay,
gotta help
queen.
Val.
Slay.
Yeah.
Get him, girls.
Troy, I believe in you. You're a queen. You've got this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
He needs vampire help to get out of the crumpled car because he can't get there. But I will say that
So
you
she
do
does
manage
it,
to do
yeah.
that for him. And because of your assistance, I will allow Troy to shoot twice. Yes. And I will let you roll for Troy.
Okay.
Can you roll me 5 dice for his first shot at this mafioso?
Yeah, you bet. I believe in you, queen. 2 successes.
2 successes will be enough to kill that mafioso. So he's going down because Troy's still here with this hunting rifle that he brought with him. He didn't just go with that shotgun, and what a wise choice that turned out to be.
Choice.
He's going to take another shot. Roll 5 dice for me.
And 3 successes.
Yeah, very nice.
Successes versus...
Embarrassing.
Versus absolutely nothing. So Troy is going to fire again, and I'm going to let the damage carry over the same way I did before, which is Troy just shoots one guy, racks the slide, hearing the next supportive statement in his ear. What do you say, Martha, to keep him focused?
High key, Troy. You are the best shooter I've ever seen.
Oh, wow. And he racks the slide. It fires into the corner where you can't even see, and a second gangster tumbles down, and he goes, all right. What's the third thing you say to keep him just absolutely fucking hyped?
She's just like, Troy.
This has never happened. And he fires again, and another mobster's head explodes as a guy breaks out of the corn towards you, Everett, and just bam, goes down as well. So that was an extra 2 kills for Troy.
Wow.
Jesus.
Local
Is there
hero.
anyone left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking out the back of this bus, you can see Nicholas Genovese and one injured mobster, both from the car crash, covered in like cuts from broken glass. They're staggering out, and they will both take their shots as they are going because this has been such a massacre. They don't think surrender is an option.
That's correct.
Smart.
They don't know how right they are.
All right,
but they
one's
are
going to
right.
take a shot at Everett.
He needs to pass a.
Oh, yes.
He needs to pass a resolve and composure check, which you can use that roll if you want.
No. I'll resolve and composure.
Different stats for that, but
Yeah, that's the thing is their stats are worse.
oh fuck. Well,
I don't know why the New York mob will all go, hey, you don't have great mental stats, but they fucking don't. Okay, he passes that. That's
he
3
does good.
successes.
Yeah, so
roll me a dexterity and athletics.
I hope the mob doesn't see this, you guys.
Hey, yo, stay in your fucking country.
I think we're pretty low on the list. They probably want to go after, Corky Romano and shit like that before they hit us.
Leave the vampires out of it.
Yeah.
New York mob likes New York. They don't really want to come here.
1 success.
1 success. Okay.
I think I'm taking some damage, but I'm tough, so I'm not too worried.
Yep. So your toughness will factor in. That is, it beat you by 4. It adds, it would normally add +2 for the gun, but it's going to add +1 because it is at an extended range, which means it would do 5 normally, but you have your
2 dots in fortitude.
2 dots in fortitude. So it would go from 5, it would go down to 3. You're also wearing a Kevlar vest, so I'm going to say that'll take it to 2, so you will take 1 point of superficial damage total.
Okay.
Nice.
Nicholas Genovese raising one of those Tech 9 kind of one-handed things, just firing a whole clip off at you. So you can dodge most of it, and you do get winged, but it is in no way a critical injury for you at this time. And his compatriot will open fire at Troy and Martha because that is a lot of bullets coming out from, as far as he can tell, the U.S. military sniper that this enemy group brought with them. That is 1, 2, 3 successes. Martha, would you be physically shielding Troy? Or are you over his shoulder behind him?
I was I was thinking like for shield that we were like using the building.
You're using the building as that. That's great.
Yeah.
But it means I will roll for Troy to be hit or dodge this, not for you. Okay, so Troy is there. His dex and athletics is not the best, but he's gonna do what he can. He's got cover, so he's not subtracting from his die pool.
And he's vested up too.
Okay, he is gonna get hit. Wearing a Kevlar vest for a mortal means that for each point of armor that you have, and a Kevlar vest is 4, you can take 1 point of aggravated damage and turn it to superficial. So he would normally take 2 points of aggravated damage. He's going to take 2 points of superficial damage. So still hardy damage on a mortal, but he's not breaking bones. This is bruising. It's actually the kind of damage you would expect to take wearing a Kevlar vest. So he has taken 2 points of superficial damage for our boy Troy. And combat continues. Everett, you're real fast.
Yeah, I think these shots being fired on us from these last 2 guys, as I understand it, they're together.
They're together.
They're right
One
by
of
the
them,
sports car that was rolled over.
they're kind of moving towards the front entrances, so they're going to run down the street. They don't have a great plan. Kind of the one mafioso is holding Nicholas up, almost Mr. Presidenting him, but secretly using him as a shield between you and them.
Okay. I will bark to Bessily. He'll say, I don't know if he can be delicate about this. He'll just be like, help me finish these 2. Feed so you're not crazy and then go home.
Okay, what do you do?
I close the distance and I'm going to open fire. I want to use the revolver, but I think I might kill someone with it. Am I fast enough to close the distance and get within melee range?
Yeah, if you want to, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll run up on this guy as he's trying to shoot at us and try to wrestle his gun away from him, the bodyguard.
Great. Roll me a strength or dexterity and brawl.
No successes.
He rolled 1 success, so he still has his gun, but you are currently physically engaged up close. Bessily will storm in after you because, goddamn, does she ever hate these guys? She will rouse again. There you go. Now she hungry. That's a little better. Get those nice 3 hunger dice in there. Okay, that's a nice little stack of stuff. See how Nicholas does. He's not quite as hardy as the rest of the boys. Oh, he does very poorly. So Nicholas goes down with Bessily tearing out his throat and just biting deeper and deeper into the hole as the arterial spray sprays into her mouth.
Good.
He dies awfully. She gets a nice little snack. There is one guy left, Val, physically engaged with Everett just outside of the bus. If somebody wanted to jump through a window, I think they might be able to make it.
Yeah. It was like was watching over the shotgun, seeing this happen, and was like, oh, the sheriff's got it. And then instantly seeing the sheriff unable to hold this human down. Fuck. And then she's coming out the window, and then as they're tussling, she comes up from behind the human that Everett is tussling with. And it's just spooky head break. Turn his head around from behind.
Fabulous. I mean, I'll have you roll technically, but
I will.
This is very likely, is what I would say. Statistically, this die roll is hilarious, but we will do
You'll
it.
do it. Strength and brawl.
Yep. He's injured. Everett's distracted him. He's got a whole 3 dice, so I think he's got a real chance here.
It could happen. Nope, it's not gonna. 3 successes, 2 10s, 5 successes.
And with that, it was closer than I thought because he rolled 3 successes.
Oh, shit.
You do manage to head snap this guy to the point that he is also violently and totally dead.
Mm-hmm. And Val is standing there. It's uncanny. Val has no blood on her.
No blood on her, yeah. She is unbloodied.
Yes.
Bessily stands up off the body and goes, okay, bye.
Yep.
She turns and runs.
Sheriff, Torino scampered. I don't know where he is. Maybe the fucking bird can find him.
Hey, we did it.
Hey, you all right, Troy?
Yeah, I took a little bit of a hit from the car, and then I took one in the vest, but I'm okay. Martha, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. God, what a night.
Russia, if your bird knows where Torino went and can tell you, I'll run after him.
All right. Arwin comes down and lands on your shoulder.
Yep. And so, again, she pulls out the map.
I will ask you a question based on your convictions because you were having trouble with this earlier.
Yes.
If you tell the sheriff where Torino Antony is, are you doing harm to the harmless?
So I've been thinking about this a lot, and I don't think that any of these people are harmless people.
I only asked because you were questioning it.
Yeah. No, like these are bad people. She is 100% on the side of
fuck this guy. Yeah, all right.
Especially the farmers, and she's like, fuck this guy.
Okay, roll me. This will be an awareness roll, which will mean he'd normally roll 6 dice, but Arwin will be rolling 4 because it is nighttime, which does not play to his Raven strengths. And if I am wrong about Ravens technically out there, sorry, that's what we're doing for now.
Let us know.
No, please don't.
Never mind.
Say we're right. Say we're right and that you like the show, please.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
If I got Everett's gun wrong, too, we'll fix that later.
1 success.
1 success. Okay. This is where I've got to roll for a tremendously unlucky man. But how unlucky is he? I don't think speed will help him, so this doesn't strike me as a terribly physical roll. Streetwise, I don't think he's smart enough to think to hide, which really would have helped him. So he's running. I'm rolling 3 dice for Torino Antony. He has 1 success, and you had?
1.
Arwin flies up, flies down, goes, "Caw!" Flaps his wings in the direction of Torino Antony, booking it through the corn.
Let's go.
Everett is off like a shot.
Yeah, and he's inhumanly fast, so he's much faster than either of you. But Everett, you got to be able to find him. Can you roll me a wits and awareness?
Wits and awareness?
Yeah, it's not a question of can you catch him, it's just do you get lost?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. What is my hunger? 3. 4 plus 3 for awareness. This is related to people learning about Camarilla. I'm gonna rouse. I get hungrier. I'm gonna get cranky soon, or maybe right now.
So I gotta think it's for Torino. Yeah.
Holy shit! So many dice, so little successes. 3 successes.
He only had 2. So you are racing through the corn, determined to find Torino when you start hearing his running as fast as he can, but he's not faster than a vampire.
And I'm zeroing in then on the breathing.
Hey, what are you doing here, fam?
And we don't need to play this out. This is going to be kind of a Band-Aid situation. I level the gun at his head and pull the trigger.
Okay. You level the gun at his head and pull the trigger. He dies. Explosively.
Great. I mean, not great. Sorry. Sorry, I know he was your favorite.
Well, I think, no, this is an interesting question for Everett.
Yeah.
Because if his first reaction is great, this is a relief, then he shot a guy he told he would let live.
Yeah.
I think that's probably Stain, unless he doesn't.
Unless Everett doesn't?
Does Everett not find that to be Stain-worthy?
I think it's similar to Martha, where it's like, not this guy, not these people. Like, again, like if he was involving these farmers and they had seen some vampire shit that he knew he would be responsible for putting a cap on, that would absolutely be Stain, and he might not be able to bring himself to do it. Killing a hitman, like someone who's basically like brought over here to kill people, as he described himself, does not sit as nearly uncomfortably with Everett as it does with an innocent person.
That makes sense to me, but I just got to check something.
Cool.
What is your humanity currently?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. That, I think, at humanity 6, based on how it describes it, which is like stuff breaks. Like sometimes you got to do bad things. It doesn't mean that because your humanity is currently 6.
Yes.
I think with it being humanity 6, this would not give you Stain. I think you're okay. Because I think if you're at the point where you're like, bad stuff happens, it didn't happen to good people. Humanity level 5 is the like, I'm not mortal anymore. So I don't really care that much about mortals, you may end up on that track, because this feels like, I think for you, a step in that direction, because you have this moment of the shot is taken, you're okay with the shot. How do you feel about being okay with the shot? And it may be totally fine and you're able to walk away from this and it doesn't haunt you, but you know a past version of it would have been haunted.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Everett has killed so many people since becoming like people, like undead people, criminals.
You've ended lives and unlives, no question.
Yeah, since becoming a vampire. Like, he's fired his weapon exponentially more than when he was in like an actual position of like the service kind of thing. That being said, it is getting early. This, I think, hits as like, that's a loose end tied up, favor dealt with. I need to get my people out of the sun and safe. I need to make sure Troy is going to be safe. This will probably, outside of the character, this will probably hit Everett later. But this was like just...
This is just on his to-do list for him.
On like, this was... he's honestly... If anything that he's feeling right now, it's a selfish kind of feeling that Everett would not express, but it's sort of like those like gut reactions, like those kinds of like emotions that you're like not proud of kind of thing. He's disappointed that Val didn't do this for him. Yeah. That's not all there is to Val, but that is part of why Val is so important to him in the capacity of doing this job. Is she is, if not happy, completely neutral about doing these kinds of things. And he has a problem with it. And it's disappointing and frustrating that he had to do this. That's where I think he's at immediately. And then there will be, oh my God, guys, Everett Fry, there will be so much like, how can you even think that thought kind of self-loathing later. But for now, it's like, God damn it. Wasn't supposed to be me.
Yeah. And in this one brief moment, Everett Fry becomes a pure Camarilla sheriff. And you go back to the group. And you hurry back to the farm. And the other teams come out, the Mortimer and the rest, everybody who died there except for Bessily's body were all taken care of by gunshots, so they would pass the test. Val's smart enough to just take the bus forwards and drive it back and forth over the bodies that had been shredded. So it looks like they were killed by vehicle instead of by wild animal.
Yeah.
And you know you've got to go down before the sun comes up, which means you have to trust Mortimer and the other worker leaders to be able to go in and get rid of those bodies like they said they would, like they were more than happy to do for you previously. All evidence of it being something other than 4 incredibly dangerous cops went out there and just fucking killed everybody. But Bessily's hidden. You know she's going to bed down where she will. You've got these graves to go into at the end of the night. Martha, it'll be the first time you've ever slept in a grave outdoors. After all of this, as you have this brief moment under your tarp in your, 6-foot-something grave with Troy shoveling earth over you so you're covered in case the tarp moves.
Yay, Troy.
When you have this moment to yourself, what are you thinking?
I think she's kind of like, whoa.
Understandable.
Why did I do this again? And she's hungry. So she's like annoyed by it and annoyed by the dirt coming on her. Like she doesn't like that very much, but it's like, you know what? Tomorrow will be a different day and you're doing this for a reason. And it was kind of cool to like see the team work this way. And like that was a little bit exciting too. But yeah, just generally like not my preference. But here we are.
Val, you've had a hell of a day.
Yep.
You've done a lot. You are for yet another time doing the classic I'm in a human grave and I'm covered in dirt thing. This
typical.
isn't new to you.
She's
You've done
done
this
it.
more than most vampires.
That's true. Out on the road.
You have had so much looming over you for so long with the beast so at your throat and just kind of its claws at the edges of your mind. And you use the clarity that you found today in combat for strategy, for thought, and you have these few minutes because tomorrow you may wake up and waking up alone could put the beast back inside you, but you can look at your problems and look at the big questions inside you in this brief moment of beast-free clarity. What are you thinking about? And what are the things you discover being free from that pressure?
Yeah, Val is definitely trying to hold those thoughts in her mind because that's exactly, she knows she could wake up and it could be right back there. But using those moments of beast-free clarity to think about her dad. And I think the main thing that comes through without the beast there is she's like, would be fucking crazy to kill my dad. What the fuck? It's just like her dad was scary and there were awful things, but she's like, I like even trying to think of herself as a person is like, why the fuck would I do that? But obviously there's the question of him being a vampire. If he's a dangerous vampire, then maybe it's the sheriff's call to not have a dangerous vampire in their midst, but she's trying to think through it, but it's just like, no matter what, she's like, I don't want to fucking kill him.
And right now it's not the sheriff's call. So it's only the sheriff's call if Val decides it's the sheriff's call.
Right.
Which means the sheriff could decide to kill him. And would she follow that order? Would she? Would the beast? Could she? It's a big question to be wrestling with as she falls into the dreamless slumber of a vampire. Everett.
Yeah.
You've had a long, crazy night. You've been sent out here to do things. You've got a new member of the squad who has performed as well as she can. You've had to trust all of your lives to holes dug by people you met last night, knowing that the only thing between them and you is Troy.
I mean, Troy's really shown us some stuff tonight.
Yeah. Can you roll me a wits and insight?
Insight. Oh, bestial failure.
Bestial failure.
Net zero bestial failure.
Whoa. Oh, fuck.
Thank God I'm under dirt.
Yeah, there's not a lot of time. Let me check something because this is a very interesting time for this.
I'm going to bed hungry here. I've got 4 hunger.
Well, and it's always to scale of what's going on. I think the bestial failure in this is under normal circumstances, if you weren't so hungry, if you weren't so focused, you would realize how off-centered Troy is by the violence that occurred tonight and how unsettled he is by how easy it was to kill people and that it turns out he's a pretty decent shot. But because of the hunger that you're under, you're just realizing that Troy is a far more capable and valuable asset. You've got another good soldier you can trust on the daytime squad. The beast's lesson is like the use there. Troy's more useful than you had anticipated in a combat situation.
Okay.
And you don't have the normal thought that I think Everett would have, like, I should follow up with him and make sure he's okay.
Okay.
And you don't have the moments right now of dealing with any of today.
Yeah.
You're just wrapped up in like, I fucking did it. The bestial failure is like, we did great. We solved solved the fucking favor. We did it in a night. Nobody's dead. Nobody's injured. There were 0 Camarilla breaches. You get to go home. You crushed it. Like you're back in town. And it's just that moment of kind of like animal victory at the end of this win. So it feels like a win instead of spotting any of the hypocrisy or challenges to yourself or anything else. And those may all come to you later.
Sure.
But this was a specific test for me about your awareness of Troy, which is why I'm like, the Troy will carry forwards.
Yes.
The rest of it is just you have this moment of absolute victory in your heart and satisfaction as you fall into your vampiric slumber. The department has paid its favor. The new squad has been blooded out in the field on New Haven business. And you're all ready to head back to New Haven tomorrow and rest up to find a way to recover from this, to find a way to keep building the new haven of tomorrow. Which is why you will all be very disappointed when you get back to the station and find Votitia Madams waiting, because the Malkavians would like to call in their favor.
Cool.
This episode of Canada by Night features the voices of Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, and Pam Sparrow, alongside storyteller Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra. Canada by Night's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC.com. And our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Cheaps by Jazzar, JAHZZAR. All of their music is available at freemusicarchive.org. Canada by Night is a spin-off of the Dum Dums and Dice series Blood and Syrup. If you want to hear about what happened to Everett before he came to New Haven, look for Blood and Syrup anywhere podcasts can be found. For all things Dum Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDICE. Sleep well, my kindred. Sleep well in this world of darkness.
Dum Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: George Dolby, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Alarain Okapi, Madre de Gatos, Nithrian, Garbo Ape, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dia De Los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Funky Head, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis at FingerTechRobotics.com, Panda24NN, Your Homeboy Bones, Ellis Hatch, Odigenous, Kai Koa, Squire Solaire, Sandy Sassy Pants, Amira Lockhart, James Molina, Nick Hemsing, Alex LaFountain, Mickey Blake, Seth Cambron, Corpse Knight Silver, Adamir 101, The Dankler, Anti-Core 7, Lady Destiny Stormbringer, Randall Eberly, the Yes Bud of improvisational comedy, Lord Taser, Funky Stevie, J. Robert the Mad Fox, Dagger Rain, Derek Wintenberg, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.